Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Daft Detectorist. It's very windy today, so I don't know what the sound quality is going to be like. I don't know why I'm knocking down as if that's going to help. He's back, baby! Steady Eddie! He's back, and we are on our permission here in Kirkmichael in Ayrshire. Now, a Roman road comes all the way through this permission. I know I like to use the word Roman, but it is. We've got the maps, I'll put the wee map up to show you. A lot of people don't think Romans came into Scotland, but they did. They came as far as the River Tay. Couldn't fully penetrate us though, because we were the mad Scots, we were the wild Scots, the Picts and all that. Done them in. We'd done them in. And we are here. And there was a woman who's had drone footage of this place, and she believes that over that hill there is where there was a Roman fort, a small Roman fort, and this was used by the Romans back in the day for a period of time. This wind's a nightmare, so I'll keep this short and we'll see you at the first dig. First dig of the day. I'm literally on the mount that where we think the Roman fort was. Muller, yogurt, Roman, Maximus Muller. Oh well, first find of the day. Rubbish. More junk. Aluminium, or as you Americans like to call it, aluminum. Aluminum. Aluminium. It's probably tin. Eddie's awfully quiet over there. I wonder if he stayed away from me on purpose. He was getting a signal in a hole and I walked away because he was on a phone call at his work. I don't like to pry. It's very important information they talk about. Hope he doesn't think I've just stranded him. Shouldn't have came this way. A lot of marsh. There's oh well. If I'm going to die, it'll be a good way to go. Thank God for my wellies there. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the mortuary or infirmary, for you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy, if it wasn't for your feet and your wellies. Sorry if you can hear the wind, guys, but just pulled this out. This fascinates me. I'm shouting because I think you can hear the wind, and if you can't hear the wind, then it's just me you hear shouting. Now, it's made of lead. It's quite flimsy. I wouldn't say flimsy. You could bend it at a push. It was almost folded over. So, right, I'll just do my usual. It's the back and the front. What the hell is that, troops? About half a foot deep. But yeah, as always, if you know what it is, give the comments a whiz. I need to go and show Eddie this, see what he makes of it, but it's definitely not, I wouldn't say machine made. Wow, I really like that, whatever it is.
Breezy today, I don't know if you can hear us okay.
Guess who's back? Back
again. Just nursing my most recent find, which as you can probably see from the is a can top, so we'll move on from that. But first day back after a few days away in other business. Jerry and I split up for a wee while there, but we're back together again.
Don't say it like that!
But while I was on my own doing a wee bit, I came across something which is not particularly interesting to most people, I don't think, but there's a first time for everything. Some first times are better than others, but this was my first time in discovering bullet casings.
Oh, you get your first bullets!
There we go.
Were they all together?
Well, they were in two separate holes, but by the time I ended up getting all three out, the hole had merged into one.
So the hunter was a shite shot?
Whoever it was, yeah, although it's not shotguns, is it?
No, they're rifle rounds.
Rifle rounds.
And I'm going to guess that they are 7mm, 5.5 sticks to 7mm.
There's some writing on the bottom of at least one of them. I may be wrong because I haven't got my glasses on.
Oh, there is on the bottom of that. Now, we used 5.56mm rounds for our SA-80, and this isn't too much bigger. It is a bit thicker, I'd say maybe 7 to 8mm.
So is that 7.62 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Some of the video games I used to play.
7.62 we used with the GPMG, the general purpose machine gun.
Okay.
But I'm not far off, mate. Not far off.
The fact that there's three
definitely a hunting rifle.
Side by side suggests somebody was having a go at something in the tree line over our shoulders there, and perhaps unsuccessfully.
Roman
Hopefully
bullets.
Bambi's still around.
By the way, I saw a big jobby back there on a molehill. So it's as if somebody just ate the mole and then shat it out on it. But it's like almost like dog. So do you get wolves about here?
Well, for the purpose of the video and keep people entertained, maybe.
That's how Eddie got his hat. We hunted a wolf and skinned it. For anyone, any vegans watching, there was no wolves harmed in the making of this programme.
Nor any other animals, apart from us being thirsty.
Yeah, speaking of which. So Eddie, I found a wee something.
Oh yes.
I was showing them all earlier.
Have you had a scoosh at it?
I've had a scoosh and a white, and it's lead, but that fascinates me, that.
Oh, yes.
What would you say?
Is that markings?
No, that's where my spade is.
This is where Jerry goes in full tilt.
I'm a bringer. I'm a bringer.
For people who don't know bringing, because anyone outside a certain area of Scotland, you can probably guess from the word when you say you're a bringer or you're bringing. It just means a lack of due care and attention. Jumping in where, what is it? Fools jump in where angels fear to tread.
That's it, fools. I like that. I like to call it passion.
That was passionate to get across that road. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could just be a washer, but
it's lead. I mean, it could be a lead washer, but it looks really old.
Yeah. Well, we'll get that washed up and cleaned up.
Colin Roman. Let's check this out. Seems to be some kind of netting underground here. Oh shit! Is that plastic? If it's plastic netting, then it's not going to be old. I think that's plastic. Yeah, I'll keep digging and see what comes up, but I'll not hold my breath with this one. Generally, just a bit of wire wrapped in that netting. I don't know what the net is. Could be some old fishing net. Nothing to write home about. There's something in my eye there. Well, I absolutely love finding these. I found myself yet another musket ball, and boy, this is a heavy one. And you can try to see where I felt an indent from where it was hit. It's very crude looking, the musket ball. It's not the roundest looking one I've seen, which made me think it might be a little bit older than the ones I've found in the past. So the musket ball, obviously fired from the musket rifle, where you would put the gunpowder into the rifle, hold it up, and you stand about 10 yards away for your enemy and just shoot, reload, and as you're reloading you're just hoping you're not going to get shot. So there wasn't much tactics involved back in the day. So the musket balls they came about during, I'm sure it was the 1600s, during the American Civil War, and over the years obviously they started to use them over here, mostly for hunting and probably settling some disputes. So you're talking here, could be about 1600s, so 500 years old, 600 years old. And you do have to, and the people argue with me with this all the time, but in Scotland, that guaranteed, I know in Scotland, you have to report these to the treasure trove. You have to report where you found them, send them a picture. They'll probably not ask for it, you probably get to keep them, but you do have to report these. So today, I have found treasure, because I have to report this to treasure trove. So there we are, a beautiful, very heavy as well, musket ball. Now you imagine that coming straight for your forehead. I don't think you'd know much about it. Imagine it hitting you in the balls, you'd know about that. There we are, need to show Eddie a beautiful little musket ball, and that right there, people, is classed as treasure. I'm holding something in my hand that hasn't been held since the guy 500 years ago put it into the musket rifle and fired it, and whatever its target was, which I imagine an animal, and I imagine they hit it. Fascinated. Absolutely love things like that. First person to hold it since then. Yes! Hear me out here. Oh, bloody hat. See that tree there? There's a load of birds keep flying from there to that tree. They sit for it for a couple of minutes, then they go back, then they fly to it again. There's loads of wee rocks and that underneath that tree. I like to follow animals. Did the pheasant last video. The pheasant was useless. I might go and check out that tree. I love a tree, so we'll see what happens. So I'm kind of in the middle, so there's a big hill coming down here, and you see that big hill coming down there, and then this valley here is all flat. So if any treasure's going to slide down the hills into anywhere, it will be there. That's my method. Size of that mushroom. Size of that mushroom. Why did the mushroom go to the party? Because he was a fun guy. Fun. So this is the old tree that all those birds were flying to. Got a wee burn running through here. A stream, some of you would call it in Scotland, we call it a burn. So there's a burn running right through there. Easy enough to get over there. So I'm going to go and just have a wee scan at the base of the tree. You all know I love a tree. Not one signal. I hate trees. Now, we don't often like digging these up, but this is a bit different for a tin can. Oh, that is proper kept in shape. Got that old, what would you call it, the ring pool?
Yeah.
Ring pool gap.
And it was so far down. I mean, that's a pinpointer and a bit down. You know, so that's medieval orange Schweppes.
Orange Schweppes sparkling drink.
There you go.
I tell you that I bought one of them for a lassie once. Schwepped her off her feet. Schwepped.
You know, as far as ridiculously rubbish finds go, it's pretty cool. I mean, as you say, it's completely intact, albeit a really decent sized dent.
Has it got a date on it, actually?
It might have a date, but once again, without putting the glasses on, which involves muddy hands and all the rest of it, I can't tell. But there will be a copyright date somewhere.
I'm going to guess 60s.
No,
70s maybe?
Let's see if there's...
Best before shown.
Best before 1783.
Oh, no, since...
I know.
Oh, since 1783, there we go.
There you go. So
So that could be a fair age.
it could be, but on saying that, it's Her Majesty they'll got the official royal seal there, so supply.
That wasn't Eddie, that was at the Royals. Oh well. A quiet-ish day. I've got my musket ball and my wee lead thing.
Is excellent, and I've got half the ammunition of the
I know.
I've got shotgun ends and bullet. Oh, I tell you I have got, let me see.
Oh, he's been keeping some to himself.
I've got, well, I was just mentioning the word bullets. I'll need your expert advice on this.
Making it up, he means.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know whether it's Roman or not. Hang on, I have to get the right one. Look.
Oh!
Look, so it's weird because it's obviously missing the.
So the head's been fired off.
There's no sign of it.
It's very. It's strange. It's old fashioned because that top bit wouldn't be on that, been clipped, and then the bullet head would have been on that.
Okay.
So you're going to have, basically, if it's like that, you're going to have a long bullet head, which is probably designed for hunting big game.
Okay.
For deeper penetration. No.
There you go.
It's been fired.
Is it?
Yeah, so you can see the dent on the end.
Okay.
That's your firing pin. So basically, sorry about the wind. So the dent at the end, your firing pin comes through and hits that, and it causes enough of a reaction to set the gunpowder alight and fire the bullet from the top. There we are.
It's the best of the back lot today.
Aye.
In terms of bullets, the rest all look like they've come to nasty ends themselves. They're like creating a nasty end or something. But there we go.
Definitely a day of ammo.
That is indeed, yep, a day of ammo.
I've had a good time. Another day done. Another day of digging. How did you find your day?
Absolutely brilliant. I loved it. I mean, as I said, you know, our first bullets, and that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I loved it. First fully fledged ancient tin can. Don't think it's Roman, however.
Oh, I forgot about your Schweppes can.
My Schweppes can.
Yeah.
Other than that, really nothing of particular interest. But on saying that, no rubbish. You know, it was all shotgun cartridges, bullets.
Yeah.
You got your
Got my musket
ball.
And that wee lead ring thing that it looks like some kind of washer, but it looks really old.
Yeah.
But like Eddie says, it's like we're not digging up loads of junk. I mean, there's longer gaps for signals, but that's a good sign.
Well, it just means that when you get a signal, you can actually dig it out, and you've got yourself a decent chance of having some kind of find. Although,
carry on.
Timber. Although there's no coins or any kind of human, presence there from ancient times. That's all pretty like the bullets and stuff. Apart from your
I was going to say, do you think the cow fired the musket rifle?
But that's the only thing, any sign of any activity in that area. But we believe it to be Roman, and there is reports of a Roman fort in the area, and each time we go there, we're
At the wrong bit.
closing in.
We are closing in.
Yeah.
It's process elimination, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the bit we were at today, as I said to Eddie, I'm no Roman general, but the bit we were at, for me, it would be too close to build a fort to the wooded area. You need to be able to see what's coming out of those woods before they actually attack. So I think you'd be further away from the woods. But like Eddie said, those woods might not even been there. We're going to try and do an overlay of an old map.
Woo.
Trying to find. I mean, old maps weren't very detailed, are they?
No, but if we can get an idea that that we've got a map of the Roman road that runs through the permissions, so I think what we'll do is have a look at that, try and overlay it as best we can. We've got a couple of wee lochs and reservoirs and other bits and pieces that we can use to kind of figure out where we are, so hopefully maybe next time we'll be able to pinpoint that, and then we'll be coming home with our Centurion's helmet on our shields.
Oh, can you imagine? We're going to find treasure one day, Eddie.
It's just a matter of when.
And they'll all be with us. 277 subscribers now.
Fantastic.
We love you all. That's half the Gatey Theatre. We've pretty much
right?
filled half the Gatey now, so we just need another 250 and we've got a full theatre's worth
Full
of people
theatre.
watching us.
Excellent.
Big shout out to anyone that's watching from abroad.
Sorry about the weather.
Sorry about the weather here, but I think we've got a few American people watching us now.
Good stuff. Well, I've been to America a number of times, and so if you're from the States, let's know whereabouts you are.
I've never been to America.
Have you not?
No.
I've been in a bunch of states for a lot of times. But
Oh, I've been in a few states in my life, just never been to America.
yours don't need a passport, though.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. But it was good having you back, Eddie.
Yeah, it was good to be back. I've missed it for a few days, good pressure of work, and I might have another few days over the next week or two that I'm not available, but I'll be out as often as I can, and we'll try and work a completely irrelevant and inappropriate science fiction reference in to the next one. Nothing today worth finding, unfortunately, but
No. You wanted to do a wee Star Trek quote
there's
before
nothing
you...
today that prompted it. I just, when it happens, it happens. It's natural. You can't force these things,
Oh, right, okay.
But, can't make it happen. Make it so.
Make it so. Why was Lieutenant Uhura smelly?
I don't know.
Because William Shatner.
Oh God. And on that note, thank you for watching.
See you all next time on the Daft Detectorist. Moo!